Hi, I'm Greg Schwem. I'm in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and this is a comedian crashes your pad.
Our guest that we've been looking so forward to for over a week now.
Get ready, Wisconsin. There's a fib headed your way. And if you don't know what a fib is, Google it. I refuse to say it. This is a family show.
Kenosha is a great place to live. I always call this place the country's biggest Mayberry. And I say that because it's a city where you can make a difference. It's a good-sized city. It's a city, but everybody gets to know everybody else. Everybody can make, and if you want to make an influence, you want to get to be known in the city, it's very easy in Kenosha, and it's a friendly town.
You always know when you're getting close to the Wisconsin border because you start seeing billboards that advertise food. And they're very simple billboards. They're just one word. It's just brats, beer, cheese, fudge. I mean, if you like to eat and you're just learning to read, this is a great state to live in.
So where do we even start before crashing the pad? In Wisconsin, sometimes those decisions are made for you. Even if you don't want to go to the Mars Cheese Castle, you have no choice. There's like a magnetic force field that pulls your car, just like that, pulls your car in the direction. Wow, that was strong. In a previous episode, I crashed a Chicago pad that was known as the Castle. But this is a whole different kind of royalty, so to speak.
That's fine.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Greg.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Just fine. Great to be back here.
It's great to have you here.
It's been over probably a year since I've been here, so I'm sure there's new things to taste and to try and to touch, and that's what I love about coming here.
Absolutely. We've got some things to show you.
Good. Let's do it.
People don't come here just to buy something. They come here because it's an experience. Mm-hmm. We're sometimes referenced as the Disneyland of cheese. And
you like that?
I do. I think that's a badge of honor. My grandfather started the business in 1947.
Okay.
When it was just a gravel highway. And he had a tiny little one-room cheese shop. It's a photo collage of photos from our history. Our customers really appreciate that we're a family-owned business with that rich history. The roads built up around them. It became I-94.
Wait a minute, the cheese shop was here before a major interstate?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's something.
That's how long
is that why they built the interstate? They're like, so many people want to come to this cheese shop. We need a good road. The federal government can help with that. This is my cheat day.
There you go.
It might turn into my cheat week, depending on how much time I spend here.
The minute we go on a diet, we automatically say, but I have a cheat day. You can't do that. You know, when you try to quit smoking, you don't go, well, as long as I can make it to 2-pack Sunday, I'll be fine.
Buffalo wing cheese curds. Come on. Where else can you get something like that? Buffalo wing cheese curds. Now, see, to me, that's all food groups represented in one delicious package.
We even sometimes get a mammoth wheel of cheddar, which is 500 pounds.
I should have come on that day when that delivery guy showed up.
It's a lot of tough work.
How does one bring in a 500-pound wheel of cheese?
A really big truck.
Okay. I want you to know, first of all, I'm breaking every rule as a Bears fan. Just having one of these on my head. If my neighbors saw this, I'd have to move. At one point, I remember you had tour bus parking out here. Right?
We did, yeah. There's some people on the buses that demand that the bus stop at Mars Cheese Castle, which thankfully we love them.
Right, exactly.
But there are other people who don't know what it's about, and you can see it because when they come in the doors, they just have to pause and take it all in for a second.
Hey, I just realized, Kenosha doesn't just have unique places that keep you well fed. There's one establishment that specializes in keeping you well dressed. Let me rephrase. The store keeps you, well, dressed. Oh, forgot my mask. Dr. Fauci, you have to work on a memory vaccine when this is all over.
We are probably the world's most unique menswear store. We obviously have a very eclectic collection, thanks to my father. He was always the eccentric one. And we're always going to keep it fun in here. We're well known for doing a really good job. I've heard stories of customers buying something here and finding like a $100 bill in one of these or something.
Yeah.
It has happened.
There you go. This will be the closest I get to winning the Masters.
St. Patty's Day special as well.
That's true. Why is that still on the rack? You don't really associate formal wear necessarily with fun. I mean, yeah, you can have a bunch of a bachelor party come in and they can have a good time and so forth. But really, when I look around here, tuxedo rental is just a portion of your store. Your vintage clothing, your a little bit of everything, right?
There's some beauties here.
Some of these things are coming back too. I mean, patterns and stuff are coming back because guys are wearing them with jeans.
Word of mouth is massive. So the number one customer that comes in here heard from a friend about a great experience, and so they come.
An experience. What's the experience at Bjorn?
So the fun
Formalwear?
thing is, we do this suit special here, where for like $199, you get a whole outfit. You get to pick, like whatever you want.
Ladies, formal line. Do you have a lot of people who come from out of town? Just because of this store, they've heard about this place.
Yes, I would say almost 70-80% of our weddings are from out of the city of Kenosha.
Really?
Yes, they come from pretty far actually.
Well, then it was time to crash the office of arguably Kenosha's most famous resident. Excuse me, just gotta lace up my sneakers. Meet Tristan Jass, 22 years old, with 2.5 million YouTube subscribers, nearly as many Instagram followers, and his own clothing line on the way. How's a kid from Kenosha be able to walk into a gym and have two guys say, "Can I take a picture with you?" How'd that happen?
I don't know. I was gonna play college basketball. Then I started posting like crazy trick shots on social media, and they kind of took off right before I was going to go to college. So I got the dribbling skills, worked really hard to get the ball handling skills, and when I use it on the court, it entertains people. So,
Sure. You get
just
recognized on the streets of Kenosha?
Oh yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, every day. It's awesome.
One of the videos I saw, and I think it was the first one that you posted, you just did something disgusting to one of your high school teachers on the basketball court.
Yeah. I just hit him with a sham god. You throw it out. You gotta bait him into it.
Right.
Okay. Throw it and grab it. Because when you throw it out like that, they're gonna reach for it. So you gotta be quick. It's gotta, boom, boom. So. Yeah, that's it.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm exhausted, and maybe a few pounds lighter. Quite an accomplishment in a state known for cheese. Time to find the pad I'm crashing. Did someone yell fire? No, but it might be appropriate. Welcome to the Merry Yacht Inn, just up the street from the comedy club, and bathed in history. Jim, how are you? Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Ray.
Thank you, and we are here at the Merry Yacht Inn. I'm saying that correctly, am I not?
Merry Yacht, MERRYYACHT, not to be confused with that other hotel.
Yeah, the one that has just one or two hotels all over the world. This is an old firehouse, am I correct?
Is.
Okay, and how old?
1894.
I gotta believe there is just so much history in here. And it looks like you have a little bit of everything. It's sort of a nautical theme, it's a hunting theme. You've got dogs playing poker.
We started with a wide open space up there, and I built 5 motel rooms, 5 bathrooms. 2 of the motel rooms have 3 double beds,
Right.
and 3 of the rooms have 2 double beds.
Okay.
And we set it up with the 3 double beds in 2 rooms, mainly because our customers are charter fishing groups, and they come in groups of 6. So the 3-bed deal worked out real good for them.
Nice. Okay, and the location is perfect for this.
Oh,
You're right
perfect,
on the
yeah,
water,
yeah.
so fishermen are your clientele
They
primarily.
can park here and walk to the boat, which is just across the street. Fire pole was in the corner here, it was gone, but I could tell where it was because the opening and ceiling.
I will say one thing, I'm staying here even though you don't have a fire pole. And I was a little upset about that because I immediately associate a firehouse with a fire pole, and I thought this would be a really kind of a fast way to get to work at the comedy club.
I do have some gear that past firefighters that were stationed here stopped by and they gave it to me. They said it would be a fitting place for it rather than their basement. This obviously was where the fire truck was parked when this was used as a station. And to begin with, it was a truck pulled or a cart pulled by horses. When I pulled the ceiling apart, the old ceiling down, we were just drenched with oats. And when we pulled the ceiling boards down, we filled.
Horse feed came down,
It was
basically.
yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. That must have been a surprise.
Well, we did.
Most people just pull a ceiling down and asbestos falls out, but oats
This was
fell out
oats.
of your ceiling.
On the
Okay.
landing right here, there was a beer bottle that was Pabst Blue Ribbon, bottled in Kenosha, Wisconsin in 1895. It was about a 15 or 16 ounce bottle that had the metal clasp and a porcelain stop on it.
All right.
It hadn't been opened, and
Was there anything in it?
There was about 2 inches of beer in there.
Okay. Now you know if one of the fishing buddies had seen that, they would have said, "I'm thirsty." Right? we drank everything last night, but if you've got 2 ounces from 1895, we'll take that. So you say up here we've got you say 5 bedrooms, right? 5 bedrooms, and this is where I'm going to be staying right here.
Yeah, right.
Let's take a look. So real practical, right? That's kind of what you're going for, right? Well, thank you so much for your hospitality. I cannot wait to stay here.
You're certainly welcome.
Yeah, and I just, as I said, the history. Is this place haunted? Anybody ever?
There's rumors that there's a couple firemen that still stand watch here.
It's not an emergency. I have to use the bathroom. So it is. Gotta admit, just knowing that I have this entire place to myself, 5 bedrooms and all the scenery it has to offer, made me think I could crash here indefinitely. But that might mean missing out on some other properties that might be willing to host a comedian just for a night. I especially like pads that have some history to them. Maybe they were the childhood home of a celebrity like a well-known movie director, and oh, just my luck.
Password?
Rosebud?
Come on in.
We are standing in Orson Welles' childhood home, correct?
That is correct.
And you are?
My name is Tony Delfrati.
And your relationship to this house?
I'm a caretaker for the property. It's owned by my family.
Mm-hmm. And you are?
John Delfrati, the younger brother. Again, family-owned business.
Okay. And in the middle?
I'm Jan Michalski. Done a lot of Orson Welles stuff in the city, and I'm an alderman in the 3rd District, so I'm a very low-level city official.
Now in complete control of the government of this state.
Is anybody living here right now? Do you rent it out?
This was originally probably designed as a single family, and it has been since sectioned off into a 4-unit. There's 2 upstairs units and 2 down.
And is anybody living here right now?
Currently, there are 3 tenants of the 4.
Mm-hmm. And do you think Orson lives here right now? John, you think maybe he does?
I think so.
Jan, you know about him too. Do you feel a presence?
Speak of me as I am.
I don't know a lot about Orson Welles. I know about Citizen Kane, and I noticed right here. Does this come with the property? Is this Rosebud? Don't have a sled anywhere around here. Oh, I'm sorry for anybody who didn't see the movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Sorry. All right.
Need attention, if you please.
Sorry. All right.
Well, as a matter of fact, the rose is symbolic. And this, I brought, it was a flower from my dad's funeral arrangement. And aside the rose in the movie, dedication for his wife, Rose.
Oh my gosh, okay. How long ago was this that your dad passed?
Father, June of 19.
I'm not familiar about him being a recluse. I know he was great at self-aggrandizement. Even before he became anybody, he went to Ireland and passed himself off as a very, very successful Broadway stage actor, famous in America, and got some major roles in Ireland, and that's how he established his career, because he lied about his resume.
Good looking enough? Almost too good looking.
Who would do such a thing in show business?
Everything he did has been, I'd say, very interesting, and his acting and all of that, The Third Man and all that, very interesting.
Give me one of Orson Welles' favorite lines.
1 and 2, take 2.
Ah, the French champagne.
In your best Orson Welles.
Well,
We will sell no wine
before it's time.
before it's time.
No offense to any of my Pad Crash hosts, but once I check in, I usually want to get out. And in Wisconsin, that means a local drinking establishment. But which one?
Your place is called Uncle Mike's, so are you an uncle to the whole town of Kenosha? You like to think you are?
I'm an uncle to the United States of America. Yeah.
Okay, good. I have a fantasy bar. I always say if I ever owned a bar, there'd be certain things I would have.
I will steal this. If this is a good idea,
No.
I'll steal
Okay.
this.
Here's my things for, and if these don't apply to you, don't get offended. But these are my. This is what I would have at a bar.
All right.
Are dogs welcome in this bar?
100%.
There you go. Okay, so far we're batting 1,000 here. Okay, so we're gonna play Shake of the Day.
Play Shake of the Day.
But I need to put money in first? How much?
Well, you're both shaking, so I need $1, $2, $3, $4. $4 all day. Full house gets you a free drink. 4 of a kind gets you 2 free drinks. 5 of a kind gets you half the pot. Pancake batter cheese curd.
Okay.
Which I'm telling, I don't care what anybody says, they're tough to make, but when you get them right, they're delicious. You're not going to find a better cheese curd in Wisconsin.
Wow, and we just had a big lecture about cheese curds over at Mars Cheese Castle. He told us all about it, but the word pancake batter never came up.
These are a pain to make, but it's worth it in the end because they're super delicious. And you know, it's about the taste, right? So we're gonna dress them up with some Door County syrup. Oh yeah. And some powdered sugar. So it's almost like a funnel cake with cheese filling.
Literally tastes like the state fair.
That's a good thing. Everybody needs a little state fair in their veins. Time to wind down for the evening. And what better way to do that than to indulge in a childhood activity that's making a comeback among adults? I'll let Studio Moonfall owner and artist Donovan Shear explain.
I do illustrated novels and coloring books. So we do have coloring books, and that's kind of the main focus now. When the lockdowns went into effect, I figured people need something to do while they're staying at home. So I started putting out coloring pages every day. It started with a coloring book of weird ideas. I would have people give me an adjective, a noun, and a verb, and I would just take it from there. That's the one with the unicorn farting here.
So this is all Donovan.
These are all me, and tonight I just published my 100th book.
Okay.
So that's going to be the Zombies of History. I think every one of these books has zombies in it.
When you live in Kenosha and you write zombie, 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 color of Kenosha, like the Chamber of Commerce came over and said, how fast can you have this for us?
Color in the lines and do whatever you want with it.
Okay, you and I are doing the exact same.
Are we?
picture.
Okay.
We are.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, that's me.
That is you?
A little cartoon version of me with my zombies. This was in the, I think this was in the Winter Color of Kenosha book.
Ah, all right.
I figure I can give myself a free page. And
Totally. Yeah, this is like a headshot.
Yeah.
Well, that's a wrap on Kenosha, Wisconsin. But before leaving, I had to ask myself, did I actually provide this community what I promised?
Laughter, I think it's a great medicine. It's a unifying source where people can really just, you know, join in and just laugh at each other, laugh with each other. And it melts hearts together.
Thank you so much for supporting live comedy. Kenosha strong, everybody. Thank you.
Marilyn Monroe never struck me as a hot sauce type of a movie star. She always struck me more as a barbecue sauce gal. And if barbecue sauce is your thing, then you want to check out my sponsor. This is Pitmaster LT's Barbecue Sauce. They make a full line of Kansas City-based sauces and rubs. Goes great with any food, and also goes great the next time you invite your favorite movie star over for dinner. You know, the mask makes the outfit.
Oh, hi, Don.
How you doing? Wait a minute. I'm Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah, that's okay, but keep going.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Password. You're supposed to say password.